Hello, this is a video about a little indicator I wrote that makes text or drawer objects invisible. As you can see, I've got here a chart and, whoops, sorry, my apologies, indicators. It'll come in a little subfolder called Mindset. Ignore the other ones, they won't be available to you. So you remove any drawer object by name. You'll notice I've already got one called E, which is in fact this one. Which again you can find on the Ninjatrader ecosystem. Lizard, superb coder, does some very good stuff, and I found this one really useful and just nice to look at. Back to mine. And what this does essentially is it places a button in the top left, if it's 1-1, so the first row, the first column of the chart. The button height is that, so as you can see, button height. You can move the button to the right by unchecking this box. You can move the button to the bottom by checking this box. And here you display the text inside the button. So I'm going to demonstrate it with text. So I'll call that T. And this is the object that it will work on. And I'll come on to a little bit more about objects in a second. The rest is just standard, so we click OK, and there's a little box there. As you see, I've already written some text. You might like to put notes on your your chart. But when you're trading, you don't really want those, so you just say, I'll just delete that. Now, it isn't deleted, it's just made invisible, so it's still there. But you can, so every time you add something, you can make it invisible, keep your chart nice and clean. One of the important things you can do, that's a drawing object, is you can also remove a plot. So if I just make this next to the T, and I'm going to call this E, oops, sorry, the button display will be EMA, so that, oops, that's what's on the actual button itself. And the object that it will relate to is E, which if you notice, the label on this indicator is called E. You can call it whatever you like, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so again, it puts one there, and as you can see, so there's your EMA, and then it's off. There's your text off, text is back on, and the EMA is on. Very simple, very straightforward. Indicators, if you want to move it around, as I say, you can do it, if you do it to the, as you can see, it's to the bottom left there, and you can put it at the top right, and also the bottom left. The only difference is the column level. If I change that to set, say, 4, it has no effect on it has no effect on the bottom, but if I make it on the top, it also hasn't made any, oh, of course, because it's the right hand side, isn't it, left hand side. So apply, so as you can see, it's the following. If I make it the second row, that moves it down. So as you can see, it's sort of not infinitely variable, but mostly variable. I find it a highly useful indicator. It keeps the charts clean, which I really like, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy trading.